everybody, I'm Kate Dillon from the Cars Racing Show, and I'm sitting here with
Jimmy Schultz
from the Cars Racing Show.
Her brother.
Yeah, so let's talk about for a minute with the Cars Racing Show, what's a good reason for racing companies to exhibit at our show? What are some of the reasons that you've gone to trade shows with your business at Dirt Wrap, and what are some of the advantages of our show?
Obviously, this first thing, it's the only place that you can interface face to face with your customers and your clients. It's something you can't do at a racetrack. We don't have I don't personally have the resources to get in the car or get on an airplane and go to everybody's home or shop and take them out to dinner. So it's one place, one time to be able to interface with your customers, and gives you kind of a jolt of energy because we all have personal relationships. I mean, we in the racing community, we're in a relationship business. It's not like we're Walmart here, that we don't care who buys our products. We are engaged with them in some way, shape, or form, and the people that are successful are the ones that care about their customers and care about their racing programs. And so to be able to interface with them face to face once a year is very rewarding.
One thing I love about our show is it's just the right size. It's not too big, not too small. If you're an attendee, you can get a chance to see all of the booths. And I mean, I know I've been to big shows, and I haven't. The first time I exhibited actually was at our show last year. But having been to big shows, I've definitely, and for lots of different reasons, lots of different kinds of trade shows out there. There's certainly times that the show is so big that you can't see everything. It's like going to Disneyland and thinking that you can ride all the rides. You just can't. And what's really nice about our show is even if you're a smaller company, if you're selling racing, some type of a product related to racing, you get a chance to be seen. You get a chance to have exposure to the right audience. And I think that's a big thing that I love about the show, being an exhibitor at our own show, is getting in front of the right people. It's so hard to reach racers outside of a racetrack. This is really the only time, being at a trade show. So for my company, for Crate Insider, it was a big boost to my sales. Last year our show was in December, but going into January, that's our busiest time of year. Mm-hmm. And I know that's something I hear from some exhibitors, gosh, I don't know if I can get away. It's January, it's the busiest time. Well, yeah, it is, but so many race car parts are not something that are available at your local Napa store. I mean, there's a couple of things you can buy, maybe an oil filter, some spark plugs, but we have such specialty parts, and we're stuck in a situation where, unless you have a speed shop in your backyard, and there's just a lot of areas of the country that don't, you have to send off for it and order it online or call in and get that order, but it has to be shipped to you. And shipping prices are going up. They go up every year. And what I love is that I can deliver product straight from the shelf, straight to the customer, so they can put it right onto their car when they get home. And I'm really excited about being able to do that. And for any of our exhibitors, that's something that they can do as well. We're a selling show. We're not a swap meet or an auction. It's not a bunch of used crap that came off of last year's stuff. This is new product that is, and I'm sure that there'll there'll probably be a couple of places that might be some closeout, or maybe I bring my a couple things get kind of damaged in shipping sometimes. Got some scratch and dent things. Maybe you find some deals on some scratch and dent things, but you get to buy new product, take it home, put it on your race car.
Yeah, I'm already hearing from exhibitors that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be offered for sale in bulk, with special show prices, bulk things that are really large to ship that would normally be counterproductive to be able to ship a roof or a nose or body panels or something like that. So those types of things like that are the things that are going to be available at the show for show prices with no shipping. So, but I'm really glad that you touched on the fact about when you said about a lot of people talk about being the busiest time of the year, which it is. I mean, I'm a graphics company in the beginning of January. I mean, if you're not busy as a graphics company in the beginning of January, then I don't know, you must not be in the racing industry, because that's when everybody starts. But it's actually, so maybe the first thought in a lot of people's heads is that I am so busy that I don't have time to do a trade show. But really, if you look at it, it is actually the time when you should do a trade show, because it's not all about sales. It's about interfacing with your customers. So like selfishly with my own business, one of the things I love the most about doing the trade show, the cars trade show, is the fact I get to see so many of my current clients and customers that I can spend 2 days in talking to them and talking to them about their racing programs, about what they're looking for their needs from us, about talking about their families and things like that. That it's going to save me 2 months of phone calls.
Yes.
And so I can go home after the show and I've already touched base with a large contingent of the people that I'm going to deal with, and I can work in relative peace without having my phone ringing off the hook. And so and you can do so much more in person than you can. So that's why I say that the word that comes to mind when people ask about why should I do the trade show, it comes back, you have to bounce it back. It's why should you do the trade show? And it's about perspective. You know, everybody has a different perspective on what they need. Some people are looking to try to grow their business. Some people are trying to generate brand awareness. Some people are trying to continue their brand loyalty. Some people are trying to just offer better customer service. If I am in a service oriented portion of this industry, such as a chassis builder or a shock builder, or these things where you're so connected on a weekly basis with the customers, there's no way I would not do the trade show in order to interface with my people in one place at one time.
There was a big bonus with our show last year it was actually a little bit of a surprise, something that I hadn't anticipated, but the amount of business to business relationships
Absolutely.
that formed at our show last year were stunning to me, because we were able to bring in some smaller companies that hadn't had the large exposure. I mean, we know some of the big players out there, and that's great, but some of the smaller companies, we were able to put them all under, one roof. And it's just natural that you start talking to, a lot of times in big trade shows, if you're an exhibitor, you're stuck in your booth and you don't get to see the light of day. But here, being a smaller show, you got a chance to actually meet some of the other people in the other booths, and the amount of business to business relationships that were created last year. And we found out after the fact is like, wow. And they were relationships people would have never probably met ever before.
And for us, it's kind of like we kind of can sit back and we enjoy this weird science kind of matchmaker kind of because
yes.
When we are planning the show and companies call us and ask us about where should we be in the show or whatever, don't think for a second that we're not thinking about who somebody is around to say, well, I really think this person is good. They don't know this person yet, but they're going to like this person, and those two are going to be able to do a lot of business with each other. And so a lot of times that actually is very fruitful and that happens. So it's very gratifying from our point of view, because it's a win-win and the one thing about, again, to always look at this when it comes to a trade show, that whether or not you're looking to get to like I said, to be able to generate brand awareness, get your name out there more, to be able to sell product or to be able to interface with your customers or whatever it may be, if you don't do the trade show, none of that will happen.
Yeah.
That's the one guarantee about everything, is that if you don't do the trade show, you will not get any benefit from it.
Yeah, I mean...
that's as simple as that.
Well, I mean, if you always do what you've always done, you always get what you've always gotten. And sometimes you just have to reach a little bit farther. And really a big message for especially the smaller companies, anybody who's just getting started and you're involved in the racing industry, I just want to stress to you that this is a huge opportunity, and just reach out to either one of us. I'm Kate. This is Jimmy.
That's right.
Our phone number is right on the website and right on carsracingshow.com. And of course, CARS, just really quick, it's an acronym for Carolina Auto Racing Show, which harkens back to the origins of the trade show in the first place. We had some brand recognition, so it's kind of funny we're, Carolina Auto Racing Show. But hey, we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, and again, if you want to see an indictment of how successful the trade show is for the exhibitors, just know that every exhibitor who did it last year signed back up this year. Mm-hmm. Everyone. So it's something we're really looking forward to. Again, to be able to to host an event like this.
Yeah. And we got a few spots left, and we're happy to accommodate you. Just contact either one of us, and we'll get you set up for the best spot that we can find for you, and give you some creative ideas on if you would like them, on how you can market best to our audience, and we'll get that out there for you.
And also keep in mind that the attendees that are coming to the show are looking to interface with the exhibitors. They're not there to collect stickers or anything like that. So, and a lot of times, if racers, sometimes they are very needy when it comes to the support that they desire for their racing program. And if they're going to come and look for that support, and you're not there, they're going to get it from somewhere.
Yeah, I have it happen sometimes. My phone. I mean, I'm only one person.
That's right.
I can only answer the phone.
Of course, yes.
And I've missed a call. And, this is just such a great example. I've missed a call. I get off of my call. I call a person back of the person that I just missed their call. And it turns out that there was something they wanted to buy from me. Because I didn't answer the phone, they'd already found it from somewhere else.
That's right.
So it happens. It happens to all of us. But, yeah, like you said, if they need something, they're going to find it somewhere. And why not you?
That's
why not you?
Why not you?
Yeah.
So if you have the market cornered and everything, and you don't feel like you need any more customers, you're going to have to service those customers, and they're going to be looking for that. And there's going to be, your competition is going to be there to be able to tap into your market share, and they will, because they are there. So trade shows offer they offer a lot of facets.
It's a little bit of a double-edged sword, I suppose. It's be there or be left behind.
That's right. That's right. The successful companies are ones that participate in events like this.
Yep, and we'd love to have you there. So contact either one of us, and we will help get you set up right away. Our show is January 7th and 8th at the Hickory Metro Convention Center in Hickory, North Carolina, in the real heart of racing country. And just give us a call. We'll get you all set up.
Give us a call.